what we do not do enough is say, here's what I want to be, here's what I want to accomplish. And in order to do that, I need to be intentional and conscious about what I am and am not doing. In anything in life where you cannot take a break from it, there's a problem there, right? So we need to know how to, one, be bored. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Literally take an hour a day to not be on social media, or cut yourself off at 8 o'clock at night to say, you know what, now I'm taking a digital break.
Okay.
I'm going to connect with my family. I'm going to connect with myself. Here are my goals. How am I tracking on it this week? Or how am I tracking on it this month? And if you start to talk to yourself and involve your inner voice, now you have an inner relationship and conversation versus not having any idea of how you're actually oriented from an, inner state.
So what I hear is boundaries, no matter your
100%.
age, what have you, and it's being persistent enough to create those boundaries.
You have to.
So does that look, probably a silly question, but does that look the same for the 15-year-old versus the 25-year-old versus the business person? Like, it depends.
It does. Now, because depending on what life stage you're in, obviously that does change. But for example, with athletes, it's very easy to say, you want to have a winning season. And if you want to have a winning season, that means you eat a certain way.
Yep.
That means you do have to limit some of your social time, because maybe there's a party you want to go to, but you've got to be home and rest because you've got the game the next day. It's no different. You have to put those type of systems in place for yourself. For, let's say, the person who, is 21, I think boundaries still exist, but it's your goals that are different. For, let's say, like a business owner that you were talking about,
Yep.
They might be using social media for the marketing and branding of their business. So you have to then change the relationship, because you might be actually depending on social media so much because it's democratized
Yes.
marketing and advertising
Sure.
in so many ways, right? But you also have to make sure that you're staying true to the alignment of the brand versus, again, being pulled by external validation so much that then you end up compromising your values because you're just following what the algorithm says to do.